what are maybe some of the questions that kind of tend to tip the scale one way or the other that organizations should ask themselves?
Yeah, the build versus buy dilemma. So it's always going to be there, right? Not just in the data fabric or data management world, but in any world, any industry, any technology that we're talking about. So it's usually, it ultimately comes down to the strategic alignment and the speed to value. So when advising clients or making this decision ourselves, I typically start with these three questions. Should we build it? Can we build it? And can we sustain it? So should we build it? If you look at that particular question, do we have the capabilities, or does this capability going to create a complete differentiator to our core business, or is it just another commodity that we are creating, right? So it could be when I say commoditizing it, I'm talking about building connectors, building lineage, cataloging, basic dashboards, basic analytics engine, all of it. If that is the case, then buy when customers won't pay more than what you wrote it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Build it when the function shapes your competitive edge, or when you're building a very unique strategic aspect of it, like you do you own the IP to it, or you have a very unique customer model, or you have a very strong pricing power to it. So that's the first question: should we build it? The second one is, can we build it, right? So do we have the skills, do we have the budget, do we have the run rate to actually hit to the production grade security and then scale it? So the opportunity cost is where it becomes tricky. So every time you spend on this, you are actually also wasting your opportunity to make revenue from it or use that money elsewhere. So you only build it if you have deep domain talent, and you can build it and you have a 6 to 12 month runway to take it to market. But if you buy it, if you need to hire, or if the window to capture value is less than 6 months. Then the third
Thank you.
question is, can we sustain it?
Yeah.
So who will patch it? Who will upgrade it? Who will extend this for the next 5 to 10 years period? So the total cost of ownership. Obviously, as you see here, every year the cost is going to double because you have to continue maintaining it. And do you have the runway? Do you have the money to actually keep maintaining it on your own with the resources that you have? So the answer is, build it if you can fund a long-term product team and absorb compliance overhead. Buy it if you know that there are vendors who can actually do it for you. They have a very clear roadmap, they support SLAs, and they help you offload all that risk that you would otherwise have to maintain it on your own. So the rule of thumb: two or more buy signals if you get, then license or subscribe and redirect talent to higher impact work. If you get a lot more build signals than your buy signals, then think through, invest, but make sure you're building this as a very strong internal product with its own roadmap and clear milestones and KPIs. So if you go with the option to buy, let's say you decide, okay, I don't want to build it, but I want to buy it. Jane was talking about it earlier. There are certain dimensions that you should weigh very carefully from a strategy perspective. Integration complexity. Can I integrate this easily to my existing tech stack? Or is that going to be a lot of work if I say license this and then I struggle to integrate it? Scalable. Will it scale with the data volume? If I have more and more users coming and more use cases, will this scale over time for the next 5 years as I continue launching and maintaining it? And then the total cost of ownership. It's not just licensing and infrastructure, but also change management, support, training, evolution. All that cost of ownership, even though it is done by the vendors, but you still have to have your own change management, support, training, and everything. So you need to know whether you have that total cost of ownership planned accordingly. And finally, do you have the skills, governance models, and operating process to maintain such a solution that is built on a long term? So you have someone come and deploy it for you, but you still have to make sure you are internally ready to maintain this such long term solution for you. So that's how I see it. But the tipping factor in most real world decisions is urgency. If you need
Mhm.
something ASAP, go buy it because you don't have the skills or you don't have the time to build it. If it is not crucial, if time is not critical, but the IP, the value, the strategic lever is more important, then go ahead and build it on your own. Make sure you're building it energy diligently.
Thank
So,
you.
in terms of what you choose as well, right? I think, especially in the data fabric world, if you come to the data fabric world in particular, we do have a lot of options when it comes to vendors. We do have cloud-based services. You have independent software vendors. You also have consultant vendors in the market. So you can choose whichever option that works for you. You can also go with premium or standalone data fabric platforms like Microsoft Fabric or even Arivonix in particular, or you can go to specialized vendors who specialize in one particular part of Fabric. Like you can go up, let's say if data cataloging is very key for your particular organization, then go purchase it from a vendor who specializes in data cataloging or specializing in BI analytics or specializing in data governance. So there is no one right answer to it, but it really depends on your needs, the spend that you have, and the business outcomes that you're expecting and like it.
Thank you. The good thing is that there are options, either or. And so thank you so much for giving us this framework to evaluate what best fits our own internal needs.